Hey, what's going on, guys? Tuesday, 13th of Jan, just gonna go down my trades from yesterday and this morning. So, starting off with yesterday's trades, it was London Open Monday. Um, so, we'd created these highs in Asian session. Um, what I've noticed is these tend to be respected when London opens. So I was just waiting for a breaker structure off of that. We had a 5-minute breaker structure, and we also got ourselves a 15-minute breaker structure. And so essentially after that I was just waiting for a retracement. So I'll scale down onto the 1 minute. It's annoying how it just keeps on taking my camera all the way to the right. So I was essentially just waiting for a retracement. We'd also then created this nice little drop here on the 1 minute, and I was just waiting for it to wick up into there. I'd entered off of this wick right here, and I decided to go short. My target were these was this 30-minute order block, which I've got marked out right down here. Just this whole zone here really was my POI. Go back down onto the 1 minute. You can see that it was playing out how I wanted it to. We saw a nice drop here, saw a nice drop here. This is when, so it was around here, I decided to move my stop loss just above these highs to create a risk-free trade. I didn't think that price would retrace back above this area, but it did. And it came all the way back up here actually, before it did slowly drop into my POI. And it hit my stop loss, my trailing stop loss just above here, so that was 326. Then I had another trade here. Again, same thing had actually happened. Hit my trailing stop loss just here, above these highs at 1.3. So yesterday was actually a 450 day, which isn't too bad. Just a bit annoying that while I'd moved my stop loss, price then decided to come back up into our area and continue down. Quite lucky here as well. Happy I moved my stop loss. Got a feeling that I probably would have just got unlucky and just taken out this trade because of slippage or whatever, but we didn't. So that was a 450 day, 430 day, sorry. And then my trade this morning, I can delete this now, was over here. So we've got a 30-minute order block here with a huge breaker structure, which I had marked out. We had wicked this area and we saw a nice reaction off of it, and then we saw a breaker structure here as well. So we've wicked into the order block with that big breaker structure. Obviously we've come back up on a retracement, and then we've got ourselves another breaker structure. So I was trading in these wicks here for my entry. I'd scaled down. Did notice we'd created a nice little fair value gap here, so we'd also hit the 50% mark in this fair value gap with these 3 candles. And then I used the 1 minute for my entry. Right here was my well, no, right here wasn't my entry. Right here is where it wicked. I had a just a black line here just to mark it out because I thought that this is where we'd see price then just descend, which we did. Here we go, this was my entry. I thought that this was the final push up, got in, wicked a little bit further, and then we just dropped. And then I had my POI down here, obviously got a nice little 1 minute zone down here where we can see the price sort of accelerated up. But it was also the 50% mark of this 5-minute fair value gap, which was my take profit, and that was £970. So not a bad start to the week. I'm £25 away now from passing my second funded account. So hopefully my next trade will unlock that for me, and I'll be able to trade with 250Ks and start doubling my money. And then I'll start to slowly progress onto a third and a fourth throughout 2026, but 2 accounts will be great. Thank you very much for watching. See ya.